There we go. All right. All right, yoga time. Set it down on your mat. We're going to start with a few deep breaths in. So with yoga breathing, you're going to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. When you breathe out, it should be like you're fogging up a mirror. It should be a nice, warm, forced exhale. So just take a few breaths, kind of practicing that. Slowly in, slowly out. All right, we're going to start by dropping your ear to one shoulder and slowly roll it forward and to the other shoulder. So you're going to inhale as you roll, exhale as you rest, and then inhale, roll, exhale, rest. Give me two more. All right, go ahead, walk one hand about 6 to 12 inches out to the side. Bring your other arm up and over into a nice C stretch. And to the other side. We're going to speed those up a little bit. So exhale over, inhale up, exhale over. Give me one more each side. And bring it back to the middle. You're going to place your hands out front, roll up onto your knees, and we're going to do cat and cow flow. So you should be on all fours. You're going to inhale, arch the back. Exhale, drop the belly. Go at your own pace with your breath. Give me one more. All right, tuck those toes under. We're going to bring it up to standing. We're going to start with an inhale up, forward fold, look towards the belly button. You can put your hands behind your thighs and gently pull yourself in. It can be behind your calves, it can be towards the floor. Look towards the belly button, lengthen through the back of the body. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs, flatten out your back. Gaze stays to the floor, so your spine is nice and neutral. So this is a half lift, and we're going to walk those hands down to the floor. We're going to step those feet back out to a plank. And we're going to chaturanga. So we're going to slowly lower the chest towards the floor, scoop it up into down dog, up dog. Squeeze through the shoulder blades, squeeze through the glutes, open up through the chest, and bring those shoulders away from the ears. An option, a modification, you can go into baby cobra down here where your belly is still on the mat, or into up dog. Tuck the toes under, hike the hips, look towards your belly button. Your knees can be bent or straight, and you're going to push your heels towards the mat. It's okay if you can't touch, that's fine. It took me a really long time and I can still barely touch. Now with your breath, you're going to bend one knee, push the other heel towards the floor, and then switch. So you're going to pedal through the heels. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. All right, go ahead and bring it back out towards the plank. You're going to step your left foot towards your hands, and we're going to bring it up into warrior one. So your shoulders and your hips should be square with the front of your mat, or whatever your point of reference will be for the day. Front knee should be over the ankle or behind. It should never go past your ankle. But basically, you're going to be in a lunge position. The lower you go, the harder it is. And you can bring your hands up once you get your balance. Feel a nice stretch through that rear hip. Go ahead and bring your arms down. If your left foot is in front, you're going to bring your left arm behind your back. Your right arm is going to come up, and you're going to lean over. Opening through that hip just a little further. Exhale, bring the torso up. You're going to switch your arms and lean in the opposite direction. Exhale, bring it up. If you can, put both arms behind your back and give me a little bit of a back bend, looking towards the ceiling, but not dropping the neck. Exhale, bring your torso back up. Put your hand on your thigh, and we're going to step it in. We're going to do that again. So inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Hang here for a second. And hands on the thighs, half lift. And bring those hands down to the ground. Step the feet out, plank position. Chaturanga, bring the chest towards the mat. Scoot forward. And point the toes. Tuck the toes under, bring it into down dog. Bring it back out into a plank. And bring your right leg forward this time. Bring your torso up. We're back into warrior one on the other side. Bring those arms up. Sit into it lower if you can. And bring those arms down. So if your right leg is forward, bring your right hand behind. Left arm up and over. Tilt to the side. Exhale, bring your body up. And switch sides and tilt. And bring yourself upright again, both arms behind, a little back bend here. Opening through the chest. Tighten your core, bring yourself back up, hands to the thighs, step it in. All right, inhale up, forward fold. You're going to speed it up a little bit, half lift. Bring the hands out, walk it out to plank. Chaturanga. And down dog. Up dog. Tuck the toes, down dog. Lift your left leg, keeping those hips parallel to the floor. And sweep that left leg forward. From here, We're going to go into warrior two. I'm gonna swap sides so you can see me. So warrior two, you're gonna bring your torso up. Your back foot is going to be angled at a 45-degree angle. And your torso and your hips are going to be facing the side of your mat now. So warrior one is facing the front, warrior two is facing the side. So bring your arms out, sink lower if you can. Check your arms out, look forward and back, make sure your arms are level with your shoulders. Go ahead and lean it back and forward. Give me one more. All right. We're gonna shift our shoulders and hips towards the front of our mat now. We're gonna push in, sinking lower. If your left foot is out front, you're gonna bring your right arm up and behind. The left arm should go up. And bend it back towards your back foot if you can, keeping those shoulders square to the front. This is reverse warrior. From here, go ahead and bring yourself upright, back to warrior two. And we're gonna push off that back leg. So you're standing on one leg, I need to get away from the wall. And you're going to slowly lift your back leg and lower your torso. So you're in one long line from the crown of your head to your heel. Now if you're struggling with your balance and want to stay here, that's fine. Otherwise, bring it forward. You can either have your hands in prayer position while you hold this, or for more, you can put them up behind you. This is going to test your balance even more. All right, go ahead and hinge forward even more. Bring your hands down to the floor. Keep that back leg lifted. This is 3-point balance. Keep a slight bend in that standing leg. And if you're feeling nice and stable, you can lift. So your left leg is down, you're gonna lift your right arm, and you can open up. So your shoulders and hips are stacked. This is half moon. Feel free to stay in 3-point balance though. Just throwing an option out there.
My balance is really bad.
Mine is too. I can't talk and do it at the same time. All right, and go ahead and bring it down. Bring it back up to standing. And we're gonna do the same thing, other leg. So we're gonna step our right foot out forward, left foot in that 45-degree angle. Warrior two with our hands out. Check out your line from fingertip to fingertip. Sink in lower if you can. And go ahead and lean forward and back. And bring it to the middle. Go ahead and rotate your torso and hips. Push forward. Left arm up and back, right arm up. And lean it back just a little bit. Exhale, bring your torso upright. Push off that back leg into warrior three. Find a nice focal point. Hands in prayer or behind, palms to the ceiling. Go ahead and hinge forward even more, hands to the floor. 3-point balance, make sure you're squeezing through that back glute. And if you feel up to it, you can open up, lifting your left arm, stacking those shoulders, stacking the hips. Go ahead and bring those arms down, bring that back foot down, and bring it up. All right. Next, we're gonna do pyramid and triangle. So we're gonna switch legs. So your left leg's gonna be out front, right leg out back. And basically triangle is like a hamstring stretch. But you're going to bring your head towards your thigh if you can. So you can have your hands resting on your thigh, behind your leg, pulling more, or down to the floor, whatever's comfortable. It's about challenge, but not overdoing it. We never want to hurt ourselves by overstretching. Exhale, bring your torso up. We're going to scoot that right leg back. And we're going to go into triangle. So from here, you can you can push your knee over your ankle. And you're going to reach your right arm up. You can have your elbow resting on your thigh, or you can bring it down to the floor. This is a good one if you have a yoga block. You can use the various different sides on it to put that against the floor and rest your hands on that if you're between. And go ahead and try and straighten that front leg. That top arm, that right arm, bring it overhead for extended angle. Make sure your shoulders are nice and stacked. Bring that arm back up. And we're going to bring it down to the floor. So this is similar to pyramid, but we're going to lift our left arm, our back arm, and we're going to twist towards our front leg. From here, you can try and straighten your leg. All right, bring that left hand down to the mat, untwist, walk your hands up your thighs, bring it up to upright, and go ahead and bring it into a wide straddle. From here, we're gonna do the leg spread wide stretch. So really it's just a straddle stretch. You're gonna roll forward, drop your head, look towards your belly button. Your hands can be behind your thighs, your calves to the floor. And eventually, the goal is to get the hands behind the calves. But I'm not there yet, so I don't expect anyone else to be. All right, walk those hands in, walk them up the thighs, walk the feet in. And now we're going to do pyramid on the other side. So right leg forward, step that left foot in just a little bit, and bring your chest towards your thigh. Choose where your hands want to land. Alright, walk those hands up the thighs, bring your torso up, scoot your left leg back. We're gonna go into triangle. So bringing that left arm up directly above your shoulder. Nice straight line from your fingertips to your shoulder. Your shoulders are stacked. And if you can't, you can straighten your front leg. Go ahead and bring that left arm over for extended angle. Open up just a little bit more through that side. Bring that arm up, rotate through the shoulders, bring it down. And we're going to open up to the other side. So towards your front leg, shoulders stacked still. Bring your hand down, untwist, walk your hands up your thighs, pivot on the toes, and we're gonna go back to legs spread wide. So bring that torso down slowly, lift towards the belly button. Walk those feet in. Walk those hands up the thighs and bring it up to standing to mountain. Next, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and do tree pose. So there's a few different levels. So you can have your heel on your ankle. You can place your foot on your calf, or you can bring it up to your thigh. Your knee should be pointing out to the side. When you get your balance, you can bring your hands to prayer. When you're nice and steady, you can bring your arms out. So you add branches to your tree. Squeeze through your glutes, squeeze through that standing leg. Help with your balance, strengthening those stability muscles. And go ahead and release that leg, bring it to the floor. Other side. Find your balance, find what works for you, whatever level you want to be at, and bring it to prayer. Bring those arms out so you add your branches. And bring them in, release that leg. All right, from here, we're going to bring it to a forward fold. Bring the hands down to the floor, walk your feet out into down dog. Go ahead and lift your left leg. You're gonna bend your knee and you're gonna rotate just a little bit so you open up through that left hip. Now you're gonna bring that leg, that bent knee, still bent to the corner of your mat. You're gonna wiggle your back foot back into pigeon. So your shoulders and hips stacked and squared to the front of your mat. If you need more, you can walk your hands out. You can rest on your elbows. You can ball your hands into a fist And rest your head on your hand. Or you can stretch your arms out for more. Should feel great after all those squats we did yesterday. Walk those hands in. Bring your torso upright. Hands to the floor. We're gonna tuck your back toes and we're gonna bring it back into down dog. This time we're gonna lift and open up through that other leg. Open through the thigh or the hips. Bring that knee towards the front of your mat. Wiggle your back foot. Sit it down. And then if you want, you can walk your hands out front like we did before. Walk those hands in, bring yourself up, hands to the floor. We're gonna bring that leg back and we're gonna sit in hero pose. So hero pose, you're either sitting on your heels or you can bring your legs out a little bit wider and bring your sit bones to the floor. Take a few breaths here. All right, go ahead and bring those feet out front into staff pose. So nice straight posture, chest lifted, core tight. Bring your arms up, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Pull yourself gently in. And release. Walk those hands in. We're going to do a seated spine twist. So you're going to cross your right leg over your left. You're going to grab onto your thigh and you're going to twist towards the back. If you need more, you can also bend your left leg and bring that into your butt. Looking straight behind you, keeping that chest nice and lifted and open so you're not slouching. That'll allow you to breathe easier. And release. So we're going to untwist. We're going to straighten that leg if we bent it. And we're going to uncross the other leg. Go ahead and cross the left leg over. Twist towards the back. And if you want, you can bend that right leg. And go ahead and release, untwist. Straighten your bent leg and straighten the one that was crossed. We're going to inhale up. One more forward fold. I think I'm going to do one more pose with you real quick. Go ahead and release. Bring it up to kneeling. We're going to do camel pose. So you're going to bring the heels of your hands to your low back, to your hips, and you're going to gently, gently bring it back, looking towards the ceiling, opening through the chest, squeezing through the glutes. And if you need more, you can walk one hand down to your heel and rest it there, and then bring the other one down. So one at a time, still opening. Now to come out of the pose, we're gonna bring the hands back to the glutes one by one, and we're gonna tighten the core to pull ourselves back up. And that's all we have time for. Namaste. Now, usually at the end of yoga, you usually do the Savasana or the corpse pose. So I highly recommend that, doing a little bit of meditation. So corpse pose, really, you're just laying on the floor. You open up, think about relaxing each and every muscle in your body. Focus on your breathing. Don't focus on the outside world, all the chaos. Give yourself 5 to 15 minutes or so if you can, and just treat yourself to some nice silence. I think we all need it right now. All right, how was it?
It's good.